Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to a video on the channel. Today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be reacting to the 2023-24 Swansea City fixture list. Now, of course, they just come out this morning, so I thought perfect time to react to them. And we're going to be going through all the key dates, going through every game, tough games, the hard games, the Southfields Derby games, what dates they're on. It's all in this video. So sit back, relax. Before you get too comfy, let me know in the comments what game you're most excited for. And let's get into the video. So the Swans will kick off the season at the Swansea.com Stadium against Birmingham City on the 5th of August. This will be on a Saturday. Always nice to kick off the new season with majority of the sides. Of course, there is a Friday night game. That will be Sheffield Wednesday against Southampton, I do believe. And then, of course, 2 Sunday games. But for me, happy with it at home and happy that it's on the Saturday and a 3 o'clock kickoff. The Swans' first away game will be against West Bromwich Albion. Not an easy place to go, but in recent times we've had some good success against West Brom, of course. I think we've gone 4 games now against them unbeaten. So very good from us because West Brom, really good side. I do rate them. So to go and have some good form against them, second game of the season, I'll fancy our chances for that one. We then host Coventry for our second home game of the season, followed by Preston North End away to end off August. And as we start September, this is where the interesting bits happen. Before the international break, we take on Bristol City at home. And after we play Bristol City, we've got a 2-week break from the international break. And then we play Cardiff City away at their ground, of course. Now, the last few years when we've played Cardiff, of course, double winners, I'll remind you of that. It's been Swansea at the .com Stadium first, then the reverse fixture at Cardiff. So this is the first time in a few seasons now that it's at Cardiff first, then Swansea away. The last time was under Steve Cooper when we won that Christmas game, Jamal Lowe scoring 2, and then they beat us in the reverse fixture. The last time Cardiff beat us at their stadium was 2013 in the Premier League, so it's been a while. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. I'm hoping the Swans can make it 5 in a row on September the 16th. After this one then we go to QPR, always a good away game, but this one's midweek, Tuesday night. At QPR. Then we're back at home to play Sheffield Wednesday on the Saturday the 23rd, followed by the 30th of September we go away to the Den. This one is a Saturday, so I do reckon we'll take quite a few fans to this one. Always a nice away day is Millwall. Into October we go. We start the month off with a midweek game on the Wednesday the 4th against Norwich City at home. Last season they give us 2 tough games. First one more than the second one, of course. We won the second one at Carrow Road. But yeah, Norwich expect them to be up there this season, so it will be a really tricky game. Then we go away to Plymouth on the 7th, the Saturday. Of course, a lot of Swansea fans and Championship fans in general quite excited for Plymouth this season. Very nice place to go. So if it was on a bank holiday, if anyone's got Plymouth on a bank holiday away, you're very lucky. So yeah, that's going to be a tricky game as always. Then Swansea back at home to play Leicester City. That just doesn't seem right, seeing Leicester back in the Premier League so soon after winning the Premier League themselves. Back in the Championship, sorry. And then after that, it's a really tricky fixture, this one, against Watford as well. Back-to-back home games against really tough opponent. That should be challenging at the top of the Championship. At the end of October, then the last game in October before Halloween is against Blackburn Rovers away at Ewood Park. We always struggle there, so this one's going to be a really tough game before Halloween. Into November then, we start off November against Sunderland on the 4th, the Saturday, at home. And then we go away to Portman Road, Ipswich, the newly promoted side, of course. Second in League One last season. That's always an interesting game against them. Back home then for the 25th of November to face Hull City, followed by a midweek away trip to Elland Road. Lovely memories of when we last played Leeds at Elland Road with that late winner. Hopefully we can have something similar to that again this season. Into December then, the festive period's always a busy period of football. Starting off the month, we play Huddersfield Town, and then sharp after that, a week after that, it's away to the New York Stadium to face Rotherham. Midweek game against Stoke. We always get Stoke midweek, I swear. It's just annoying at this point. That's on the Tuesday night. Back at home to face Middlesbrough on the 16th of December. Then just 2 days before Christmas, we host Preston North End at the Swansea.com Stadium. It was a feisty game at the end of last season. And then on Boxing Day, it's a return for Swansea against old manager now, Russell Martin. He has officially departed the club. Looks like we're going to bring in Michael Duff. Really excited about him. But yeah, if he lasts this long, I can't see Southampton giving him too long to be patient, because his project does take a bit of time to implant the style of play. But Southampton Boxing Day is going to be a really tricky game away as well at St Mary's. And the final game of 2023 is away at CBS against Coventry. Of course, playoff finalists last season. Expect them to have a good season again this season. We'll start off the new year at home against West Brom. So nice game to get us started into the new year. That's a Monday game, 1st of January. And I expect an FA Cup game between this one and the next one against Birmingham City at St Andrews on the 13th. Followed by the Saturday game, we'll play Southampton at the Swansea.com on the 20th of January. And then ending off January, we'll go away to Leicester City on the 27th before the end of the transfer window. Into February we go, and starting off the month, it's a home game against Plymouth Argyle. Then followed by an away trip to Hull City, a long journey for the Swans fans to get to Hull. On the midweek game, then we host Leeds United in February, followed by Swansea hosting Ipswich Town on that weekend, the 17th of February. And then on my birthday, it's away to Sunderland. I'll be 18 on the day of this game. A bit gutted it's away from home. Might make the trek, I don't know about that yet. Into March, which is the time of season where results really matter if you want to achieve something at the end of the season. This is the key point for the start of the run-in, if you will, where results really matter. We start off March the 2nd against Blackburn Rovers at home, followed by a midweek game against Watford away. Always tricky to go away to Watford, especially midweek. Last season with a 99th minute Ben Cabango winner. Hopefully repeats of that this season. Then on the Saturday the 9th, we go away to Ashton Gate against Bristol City. Always a really good away day, that one. And then on the 16th, the following weekend, it's home against Cardiff City. So Bristol and Cardiff are always really close to each other in terms of when we play them, and this season is no different. Then rounding off the month of March, we end up going away to Hillsborough for Sheffield Wednesday. Always a tough one, that. Newly promoted, of course, playoff winners. Into the month of April, then we start off with a home game against QPR. Think they'll be in a relegation scrap this season, so we should favour this one for a win at go looking into it at the start of the season. However, we know how quickly things can change in football. We then go away to Middlesbrough that weekend, followed by a midweek game at home to Stoke this time. So both games against Stoke this season are midweek. Then on the Saturday we play Rotherham at home, followed by another Saturday game away to Huddersfield Town, another Saturday game away to Carrow Road, and then we finish the season off at home, which is really good, against Millwall. And I think they should already put in the extra 2 games, make it free while you're at it for the playoffs. The Swans are going up, people. So they are the fixtures for the Swans this season in that order. Of course, the dates are subject to change, so what I've read out now, they could be tweaked a little bit, most likely because you know Sky Sports like to put a few on the Sunday, the Friday, move them all about. So that's the time they'll be around. Of course, FA Cup games can interfere with that as well, League Cup games, so it's all subject to change. but it'll look something like that. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. I've got another video getting ready for you very soon. It's going to be looking at every side's opening 5 games of the new campaign. A lot of work behind the scenes going into that one, so make sure you have notifications on to stay tuned for it, and hopefully you enjoy it. See you in the next one, guys. Take care. Goodbye.